game too. What was your mindset going into today? Like, did you think you could go as long as you did?
Yeah. I think over the course of yesterday and Friday, I'd probably got hot 5 or 6 times. Last night after the game, I think I got home pretty quick, make sure I get some sleep because I had a feeling like, hey, I'm gonna do whatever I can to be able to help my team win today. And I thought I did to the best ability that I could. So
I'm just curious what you thought of what Ben did in front of you, being a freshman, and his first SEC start didn't go so great, but did a lot better today.
yeah, that was huge. Ben is a guy who works his tail off, and I know he wasn't happy after that first one. So he works and works and works, and to see what he did today, I mean, he gave us three and a third, and I'm super proud of him. He gave us all that he got, and when he turned it over, I did whatever I could do to help him out. So
Christian, you've obviously pitched in SEC games before. You've been getting some more experience here lately, but a moment like that where you're coming in, two runners on, finish out an SEC game against a team like that, just what were your emotions like, and how are you feeling out there on the mound?
Well, when Coach Van Horn came out, he made it pretty simple. He said, "Don't worry about these guys scoring. Just go out and get the guys out that come up to the plate." And so, I knew he had a pretty good lead, and after seeing Dylan shut him down for 5 or 6 innings, I thought I could probably do the same. So it wasn't, a lot of them. It wasn't as anxiety as it usually would be.
Dylan, he might have saved you a couple earned runs on your line there. You think you might owe him something? And just I was wondering what you were thinking about, the way he pitched and watching him do what he did out there.
oh yeah, I gave him a big hug as soon as that game was over. I'm proud of him. He has worked ever since we stepped back on campus in December, and um, he's come around. And for a freshman to step up in a big role like that, second and third, no outs, that's not an easy job. And I mean, he shut down a really good lineup, and I'm super proud of him.
For any of you guys who have thoughts on this, but Brady in particular, since you've been here, you guys are a game and a half up in the standings in the West halfway through the season. Curious how you feel about where you are right now.
We don't really look at that. I mean, anybody can beat you any week, and so got a tough schedule coming up. We got to go on the road, and then we still got a couple really good teams to play. So we can't be looking at that right now.
You guys want to take it? Yeah, Brady, what did you see on the triple? I guess what as Dave said, it was a breaking ball. Kind of what were you looking for? What was it exactly?
Yeah, he was starting a lot of lefties with the breaking ball, and so thought it might be a good idea to jump on it in the first pitch.
Did you look like you were really hustling? I mean, I'm sure you always hustle, but were you thinking triple out of the box?
No, I was thinking double, then it kind of got stuck in the corner, and so decided to go to third.
And that knocked Beam out of the game. How big was that? Because he's obviously pitched really well.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, he's one of the top arms in the league. I mean, he's probably been their most consistent starter the whole year, and so that was huge for us to get to their pen.
And I guess for Brady and maybe Dylan too, Caleb seems like he's solidified things over there at third. He's hitting a lot better. He started 2 double plays today. You obviously had a good stretch there, saved a bit there, maybe probably. But what do you guys thought about what Caleb's giving you guys defensively and offensively, and how he's coming around?
I mean, I'm not surprised at all, honestly. I mean, it was just a matter of time before he gets going. I mean, I think everybody that was tweeting at him beginning of the year, talking trash on him, I think they should all, owe an apology on Twitter, honestly. And so you can put that out there.
Yeah, defensively, it's huge because I mean, he's made some plays for every single pitcher on the staff. And having him back there gives us confidence that we can get ground balls to him and he's going to field the ball. I think it just took slowing the game down a little bit and gaining some confidence in himself, and he's really stepped up.
Christian, it was several weeks into the season before you made your first appearance. What was the key to finally breaking through and getting an opportunity this year?
Well, we throw lives during in between those games, and so every opportunity in the lives I got to throw, I made sure to get the best out of it. And I worked a lot over winter break just to try to get myself a spot on the team, and so just throwing good in lives. Then I finally got my shot, and I was able to perform. So that's about all it took.
When we talked to some of the hitters during the fall, they all talked about your splitter. Where did that come from? Is there an origin story for that?
Not really. I'm a huge Kevin Gosman fan just because he's from Colorado, and so he throws one. And so I never wanted to throw a curveball, so I just stuck with that. And that's where it came from.
Brady, what's it like trying to hit that pitch?
You don't hit it. That's my answer.
This is for Dylan and Christian. With the injuries you guys have had, I think I've heard the coaches told you several weeks back, we need 5% better, 10% better. I wonder how you guys think the pitching staff as a whole has answered that challenge.
Oh yeah. It's not just a few guys who've stepped up. I think the whole pitching staff stepped up. I don't think they've given 5%. I think they've given every single ounce of effort that they can. And it's huge. Being able to do what we do to this point or have done to this point, and soon Brady coming back just adds to it. We've really stepped up and accepted the challenge. So.
Personally, like it can be easier and relieving to pitch when you have a great defense behind you. And so I think, if a lot of us just started throwing a lot more strikes and didn't worry about, where they're hitting it and just let the fielders do their job, and they do a great job of that.
I wonder, maybe for you freshmen in particular, I mean, you threw most of the final 12 innings of this series. Has there been discussion among you guys that, we've got to step this up to
Yeah,
accomplish?
definitely. Hunter Holland met with all of us freshmen after I think Frank went down. He told us that if we're going to accomplish anything this season, the freshmen have to step up. And so, Gage Wood kind of set the path, then we all just kind of are following him.
Brady, Christian just mentioned that with people going down, that there's kind of a void in leadership. With you guys being without Jared for a while, how does that dynamic work among the hitters?
We just got hitters to fill in. I mean, obviously hurting Jared or Jared getting hurt hurts us. But I think there's gonna be a lot of guys that step up. I mean, you saw Ben McLaughlin step up, really good hitter. And he's coming off an injury as well. And so you haven't really got to see him hit the ball as much, but it's just, having each other's backs and until, Jared can come back.
And it's for whoever wants to take it. I know you guys haven't played Tennessee in a while, but they were the champs last year. That they were ranked 12th, even though they weren't off to a great start. How big a deal is it to sweep them?
It's a huge deal. We take it one series at a time and one game at a time. And after the Euler game, it was just kind of like we flushed that one under the rug as quick as we could and look forward to Tennessee. And I mean, this week, the energy in the locker room, the energy on the field, it was just a lot different. And we were ready. We were ready for the test because we knew they were going to bring in some really good arms, a really good lineup, and we were ready. We were mentally ready, and I think the play on the field showed for itself.
I remember when I committed, I was watching them play Tennessee at the time in Knoxville and just watching that series, and it kind of was like, this is what Arkansas baseball is about. It's about playing these big teams in front of a lot of people, and so just playing them, being able to beat them, it was kind of surreal. It's pretty awesome.
Brady, you want to add anything? Okay.
Good series one.
Yeah. And Dave may rest you Tuesday. I don't know, but these midweek games, these teams really get up for it. UCA won at Vandy earlier. Just what's your take on the Tuesday night game playing UCA?
Yeah. Had a lot of resting time on the midweek games. I think I've played once in the last 5 or 6 of them. So, it's good. It's really good to just, see other guys play because, everybody's capable of all the hitters we have. And so just getting them at bats, keeping them hot and ready to go if somebody else goes down is good.
Brady, when you lost to Little Rock the other night, I think you said something along the lines, you guys might have been caught looking ahead a little bit. Do you feel like that loss helped refocus you for the weekend?
Yeah, I think it did. I think that really kind of, showed us kind of if we're not locked in, if we're not, we don't play with an edge, then, we can get beat by anybody. And so I think the focus was this whole weekend just to have that edge the whole weekend. That's pretty good time.